See, I'm a St. Louis nigga, a money go getter. No matter how I look, because the money gon' get Yo. A U City nigga. Yo, this is where it is. This is where it's at. This is what we do. At the end of the day, where we represent from the Ville to Hillsdale. Shout out to everybody. We're gonna give shout out to Big Mike, Al Baby, nigga Yankee, the car stereo guru himself, motherfucking Perry. We are Hillsdale 68th Street representatives. Even that dude right there too. Yeah, we come from the 6th, come from the 8th. Lucas and Hunt, St. Louis Avenue. This is where we hail from. This is what we do all day, every day. Listen, this is crazy. You ain't,
Get
hey,
ready.
also, if you ain't got you one, you need to get you one. Because once it's etched in stone, it's yours forever. What they say, fuck Linux all day. Listen. We are here. This is week 3 of the Monday morning quarterback, and we got a lot to say. I know I got a lot to say. You got a lot to say?
I ain't actually got nothing to say today.
Well, let's
Not
get it
much.
on, y'all. I got plenty.
You know,
So check this out.
I would like to say it's on, like my jump shot. Swish.
I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Our sponsors are on Broadway, 5026 North Broadway. It's the yellow spike right next to Jesse Taylor, Daddy Junkyard. Right down the street the same way. That's where I get my liquor. That's where he get his liquor. What liquor you get when you down there? Is it with the Amaretto?
Really not a big drinker. I like to get a best soda though.
They sell them shits too. And shout out to other sponsor BC Plumber. Get at the homie Anthony Clark, aka Lil Petey. Shout out to Lil Petey.
Fuck Pete.
I know.
Shark
But these are our sponsors: BC Plumber License and Binder for all your commercial and your residential needs. Week 3, 2024. Monday morning quarterback. I introduced you to my co-host Roy from the Rankins crew.
going on. Let's get it going. Let's get right into
We gonna
this.
get right
It's an
into it.
interesting
We are.
week.
Hmm?
It's an interesting week. A lot of stuff didn't go as planned. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to get right into it. See what we
Oh,
got.
okay. Well, we're gonna start with up in the north, the Black Republicans 1-1 against the 0-2 People's Champ. The People's Champ just recently did a shitload a blockbuster trade, if you will. And shout out to them because they went out there and these motherfuckers performed. He went and picked up Jawan Jennings, who I looked at. But again, the way the injury report, shit like that, hey, you get it? Jawan Jennings went out for 49.85. We just gonna call it 50. Fuck it, you earn 50. DK Metcalf, he got in the deal, 24. David Montgomery, he got in the deal, 24. Black Republicans, trash. I ain't even gonna talk about them. But 270 is looking like People's Champ is going to be our team of the week, and they are going to bust out of their losing slump and go 1-2 out of the division, leaving the Black Republicans at 1-2 as well. What you got?
Yeah, People Champ made a late trade.
Mm-hmm.
He did a trade off a trade. He traded he traded David Carr, which he had gotten a blockbuster trade for CD Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
David Carr and Sutton. No, David Carr and Sutton for Kirk Cousins and Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs went off for 22.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't expecting Jennings to go off like that, but
Mm-hmm.
Diggs, Metcalf, Pickens, Montgomery. Montgomery's been almost a steal that we didn't see coming. Those guys are pretty much right where those are some numbers that you can expect every week. Then you
Mm-hmm.
got a stack going tomorrow. So It's gonna be interesting. He shouldn't. Oh, he's gonna win this. This game's over. Uh, so we can already count him as 1-2, and then
Hmm.
he's gonna be his next opponent
Is the world
is the
boss
world boss, and that has become a rivalry.
a,
That has become a rivalry.
a real life right? You know what was amazing? Watching that motherfucker form from day one.
Yeah, that's become a rivalry. And next week, that game is honestly, to me, life or death situation for both
For
of them.
both of them.
Can't go 1-3.
Not only can you not go 1-3, you can't let that other motherfucker have even if you you don't
Mm.
win shit else, to have
That,
that win over you for a whole year is
that
going
is
to
a chat
sting you.
room. That'll be a chat room. Uh,
Norman Bates situation. It could be
yeah,
psycho
yeah. You don't want to have that one up on you in the
because
chat room.
every
But
day you walk in there every day, just going in there, boom, 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 and ain't shit you can do but take it. And the World Boss is pretty familiar with that. They have lost a couple of games to the Ass Kickers, but we're gonna get there in a minute. And U City Lions too. They've experienced that in the first round too. It's a heartbreaker. And then you got the held over you forever. But yes, they are going to win this easily, World Boss. And if either one of y'all want to come on to the Thursday morning precap and give us a few minutes, we would love to have you. I would say goodbye with you. We would love to have him.
it'd be nice to see one of them come on, or both come on, give a little something.
I already know.
Uh,
I know at least one of them hoes ain't gonna come.
mm.
Mm.
All
Anyway,
right.
so
Yeah, we can move on. I don't really want to go into Black Republicans. Not tonight.
why not? I know you love Wilson.
I
He
mean,
gonna do.
Cooper
He
stepped
gonna do
up,
enough.
but he's got a. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go to
let's
the
go.
next game. We
Mhm.
not
We ain't gonna waste no time on that. But we are gonna waste some time on this. Your boy, my boy, everybody's boy, fan of the show, friend of the show, said New York City Matrix 2-0. I say again, 2-0 against the 1-1 Bullyfoot, the champs. We're gonna close out the North. This is a almost close game. Said it looking like he gonna go down. It's 43%, 57%, 172, 188. 150 right now, 196. I believe Bullyfoot goes on to win. They still got Sunshine and Trevor Etienne going tomorrow. So I got Bullyfoot going out division 2-1. Giving said them the Matrix their first loss at 2-1.
Yeah, they should. They should win, and Stead deserves to lose.
What the fuck, man?
He wakes up on Sunday, and he makes his moves on Sunday. He had chance to pick up.
Just shooting at him. Just go ahead. Just
Oh,
shoot.
he had a chance to pick up Cam Akers, who didn't do great, but he did score a touchdown, got double digits. He's out here starting Jonathan Mingo. He kind of got a little lucky. Malik Neighbors has been uh, really a great pickup
You
for him.
said something in the chat room, and I'm not gonna let you get past. We're not gonna fly past that.
Yeah,
You said it's a shame that said got neighbors.
yeah, it is. 30 points from Neighbors, and that's 3 straight games under 200. Neighbors has
Not,
been great this
not
year.
two, not three. It's only two.
Three.
Two. I'm gonna go
Okay.
back and see.
It'll be 3, it'll be 4. Listen, said it's trash, okay?
What did you want to do?
It is that is trash. This team is pathetic.
Oh
Thought
wow.
he got a little something with Likely that he can't go anywhere else, but he gotta start Likely. He's got was a week 1 wonder boy,
Mm.
and the moment Sid go away from Likely, he'll probably go off again.
How
That's what he gonna do.
likely do you see this being a Monday Night Miracle for the Matrix?
Trevor Lawrence and ATM would really have to shit the bed.
But that's a Buffalo defense.
I'm a Jaguar fan, so
Hmm.
not finna I'm
So
not
you
finna
don't think
say
it's likely? I agree with you. I don't think that's going to be the Monday Night Miracle. But although it's close enough to be possible.
I mean, he need his cornerback to actually put up some numbers. I mean, if his cornerback got a pick six or Buffalo ran up the score because he's got Buffalo head coach,
Hmm.
yeah, maybe. But trash.
Trash. I know that's what you was going to say. So
I'm going Bullyfoot.
how you going?
Bullyfoot hasn't been great this year either, but I'm going Bullyfoot.
I'm going with Bully Foots as well. Jake Ferguson was his top scorer at 17 points. I like Jake Ferguson. I'm glad he's starting to pay dividends this year. We're going to move on. We're going to head up north where the Kings ran what they saw fast to the motherfucking north, facing off against El Patron, our sponsor, Moan. Uh, this is a tight one. Total projected score for the Kings is 190.1. El
Mm.
Patron's 191.7. Very tight. Chuba Hubbard, 32. Jonathan, 30.
Let's see that one.
Jonathan Taylor, 30. The defense got you a dub. Marvin Harrison Jr., the rookie, doing his thing. Chris Godwin doing his thing. Hey, I'm going to say this. Kings has put together a great team. Now, Ramondre got you a goose egg, but that's okay because Ramondre has been paying off dividends. He's due for an off game. It's like St. Brown with the 4 points, you know. But you will have a 13. Godwin, that's still paying. McBride still got you some points. Mooney's not paying off, and Zamir White is not paying off. But I'm just gonna call it what it is. Yeah, he got fucked on that. So we're gonna move on real quick. And he didn't really leave a whole lot on the bench, but El Patrons, Christian Watson almost 10, going down without a good quarterback. Billy was still his thing, but he wasn't passing for, nothing like that. Dobbins, 9, JMO 1. That linebacker, Alzi Sharir, did his thing. At the end of the day, El Patron, you have put together a good squad, but it's still a possibility you go out 2-1. But I'm going to give you the edge. You're going to go out 3-0. Missouri Kings, 1-2.
It's an interesting thing. Oh, I think the most interesting thing about both of these is the Zamir White disappointment. That's 3 straight games under no double digits. It's just been, but it's also game script. He is not going to be in there if the Raiders are down, losing to Carolina. He's not going to be in there. They're going to be passing it, but it's still a disappointment. And then on the other side,
Money on that.
Anthony Richardson. Oh, he has been. It's 2 games. He's been a disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so that is a potential problem.
Mm-hmm.
El Patron might. Let me see. I know he's got Minshew. Let's see what Minshew did today.
Minshew is trash. Trash.
Yeah, more points.
And as a Raiders fan,
That's
I am
10
thoroughly disappointed.
That'd be 10 extra points had he started Minshew. But I don't know. He he might be needing to find him another quarterback until Anthony Richardson can get himself back on track.
Do you think
Because
he eventually gets benched?
no, because there's
Bryce
nobody
Young did.
who's behind him. Who you gonna bring in? You just want to bring him in? No, I mean you like to talk about it, but who you gonna bring in? Who's behind him?
You are amazing. This is why I chose you as my co-host. You are absolutely correct. I have been very critical of AR-15 since he was drafted. I have said I like dude. Dude has great arm, but I don't have a big enough sample size. Now we go back from freshman year of college till Sunday. He's played a grand total of 30 games.
It don't matter. And we
It
hear that.
doesn't. Well, we're seeing
We
what
hear
what
that.
it don't matter. We're seeing exactly what it don't matter.
So what do you say, Benjamin? Then say, hey, you didn't play no game. You got to play him. He's got to play.
Uh,
If you bench him, then he don't play. So if you criticizing him for not playing games,
I didn't say
listen.
they should.
If you criticizing him for not playing games,
Mhm,
he's got to play games. What
mhm,
I'm saying, for as fantasy goes,
mhm.
Patron might Patron just got to ride it out because he don't have enough assets to trade
For a good
for,
quarterback.
not without losing his core. So he just got to ride this out
Yeah.
or go with Mitch.
I'll go with miss you. Yeah. So who gets it? Kings and Patrons.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I remember. uh,
Onions.
Let
Yes.
me see who's going secure. Secure. He's got a defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically a defensive tackle versus what Kings has got going now and Khalil Shakir. I'm gonna go. Whew, let me look at Khalil Shakir last two games. He's averaging about 11.
While y'all
Well,
getting live, folks, do you get live, real
I'm
life?
gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Patron.
You
I'm gonna
going with
go with Patron.
Patrons? I go with the Patrons too. And it sucks that
In a
Big
close
Lawrence going out 1-2 because I mean he's put together a really good squad.
one.
This is his first shit to bed week.
No, Hubert Hubbard. Listen, Hubert Hubbard is not a 32-point guy, so he made up for a little bit of what
Mm-hmm.
Stevenson didn't do. Yeah,
McBride.
yeah, yeah. We'll see. I mean, we'll see.
All right. Well,
I,
now
I stay over strong, but we'll see.
we'll see. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and close out the West. No, that's the North. No, that's the West. West with Walker and Gronk. Currently, Walker's projected to hit 219. Aduze finally came on with 26. Jamar Gibbs with 18. And Jenkins with 13. Then you got Dak Prescott, who I still think is trash. He's not worth being the number one overall paid quarterback. I've always been critical of Dak. Dak got 32 though, but that first half trash. I watched it. Singletary 20, facing Behringer got you for 15. Gronk is 0-2. Walker's is
Rock is 0-3.
Gronk is 0-2. And
0-3.
with the chance of it's not likely. You got 68 to 32, and he has Wagner going. Don't act like Wagner ain't never had a 20-point game. It has happened. Not
Listen, he
likely,
needs,
but it has
he needs
happened.
Allen, BTJ, Davis to all get injured in the first half, first quarter,
Mhm.
first minute of the game. He needs them all to just run into each other
Yeah.
all at once, even though they ain't gonna be on the field at the same time. He need all of them to run into each other at once. That's the only way he gonna win this game. Okay, listen, this is bad for Gronk. And to me, it starts with Pittman, and
Mhm.
that goes back to AR-15. The Andrews. Listen, that Bowers trade. It has to be said. The Bowers trade, while he did get a draft pick, the Bowers trade is coming back to bite him because Mark Andrews is
Mhm.
dead. I mean, and it's not he's dead because
like
because
like dead
likely
vulture dead or he dying.
likely he's not doing nothing either. But oh oh, and then Swift. He traded for Swift. Swift. I don't. That Chicago offense is just not doing it. This it's bad. This is bad. Uh, I don't know. It's not looking good. He's gonna be 0-3. Maybe he could do something outside the division. He plays against the
North.
North and the East, so it's games to be won.
Hmm.
It's all you know.
He got them
Uh,
by
people's
yourself.
champ look. People's champ look better, but
Hmm.
everybody else in the North looks terrible. And then in the East, he'll get the Bucks. He'll get the FFC. You know, he might have problems with Cheese the Dime, and then the ass kickers. They up and down. So
Hmm.
we'll get them like so. That's 8 games that is not a guarantee.
But let's say, can he go 5 and then sweep division? He hit the eight mark. depending on that's way down the road, but
Now,
six of
I mean,
eight and get.
everybody got hope, but he's on 3.
Hmm. It takes a lot to get 0-3 to make it to 8-6. It takes a lot, a
Yeah,
fucking
don't
lot.
have no wiggle room. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna have to sweep.
That's exactly what you
the
told
division.
me. You said 0-3,
No wiggle
Maurice.
room.
You have no wiggle room.
Got to pretty much sweep the division. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah, you do.
We'll see.
So who you got? Walker's going out. 1-2-1.
This game is over. I told you, Gronk is on 3.
Okay.
I'm just know, Gronk knows he's on. The fantasy football is brutal. Gronk is on 3. It's not. He doesn't have a prayer. This is done. He'd be lucky to get over. He had 191 projected to do 205, and he'd be lucky to get over 200. Done.
Are you done?
All right, let's go. Yeah, he's done. Gronk
All
is
right.
done.
So we move on over to the East. East Boogie. East Coast. You got the new North Siders.
Mm,
FSC against the ass kickers. The new
mm.
Siders currently projected to hit 190. The ass kickers currently hit 188. The new North Siders currently have a 61% chance to win. And the ass kickers 39%. The ass kickers got Keon Coleman. I'm going to talk about. Let's go ahead and get it right. The ass kickers need. This is going to be so poetic. The overall reality is you got Willis. Now we're going to talk about Willis in a second. The ass kickers were talked about, laughed at, berated,
Mm.
called names.
Yeah,
Huh?
let's get it all out.
I'm just saying, but they were called. They were told they would be 3 games all year.
3.
Now Willis, with his second game today, he hit 26. The
Had a
defense,
great game.
huh?
He had his best game of his career.
I'll give that to you in a second. Defense 20 points. Devontae Smith went out with a concussion. On the other side, you got Aaron Rodgers. Great decision to start Aaron Rodgers. Goddard, 31 fucking points, 170 yards on 10 catches. Crazy work. Kyren Williams, 3 touchdowns. Came and brought this team back. Now it's a toss up. Now, could this be a Monday Night Miracle? I was going to get to Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman has been taking a beating
Well
from the
deserved.
world boss, a shellacking from the world boss. Now, if he were to come out on Monday night and show his ass, this would be poetic for them. But up and down, there's too many goods. This Brock shit to bed, Lad shit to bed. Too many single digits. You just can't get to your defense. Not going to score 20 every week. And the bad coaching. If this is a loss, it comes down to bad coaching. You left Madison on, but Madison wasn't gonna get the start no way. But McFadden, the linebacker McFadden, and I'll give you because I know you have the question why. Because Nassau was originally the starter. He went out. McFadden went out there 2 games, kicking ass. They said he was going to come back and he was going to take his spot back. The football in me was saying they're going to roll with the hot hand, but bad coaching, we own that. On the other side, New Northsiders, they came up, they made some moves, they did some things, and they not going out without a fight. So they doing their thing, and they currently hold the ass kickers number the last few games. So I'm personally going to have this be in mind. Monday Night Miracle, people. The Monday Night Miracle is going to come back. Coleman's going to come out there, shooting, and make Lennox shut the fuck up. You.
Oh, it's so funny to me because I laugh because you want to win, but you care about this war with Lennox so much
Mhm.
that Coleman scoring means more to you
Then the
than
win.
Lennox. Yes, it does, and it is hilarious. It's gonna be poetic justice. It's gonna be the you just want Coleman to score, and so you can win this game. He projected right now. It looks like they saying he's gonna get 10 points, and that'll put you at 188. T. Higgins. We'll see what T. Higgins do. He's got a lot of defensive guys going. Plus, he's got Cincinnati's defense
Hmm.
going against Washington, and he's got Cincinnati's head coach. So if they defense go off, and then they offense score, and T. Higgins score,
Hmm. Oh
woo,
yeah, that's it. It's done.
it could be good. But it's basically everybody, all of them versus Coleman.
Hmm.
So you need Coleman to go off. But I laugh because it's the game within the game. Because if you get Coleman to go off, you're going directly at Lennox.
I'm not gonna say shit because
You're
what's
going
understood?
directly at Lennox. You can
What?
sit there and try. You can sit there and try to be humble. You know, you're looking for the karma guys to rain down this beautiful karma and make it sound so great. But you do need Coleman to step up. It's a close game, man. It's a close game. Both of y'all had some guys step up. Both of y'all had some guys not step up.
Hmm.
Chuck had a linebacker on the bench,
Hmm.
guy who got traded from the Rams, and it looks like Chuck needs to start putting him back in the lineup because he went off for like, gracious, yeah, I think he went.
17.
Yeah, he went off for like 17 or something like that.
Hmm.
Damn,
It's a
look,
different game you put that guy in.
absolutely.
If the ass kickers put in that McFadden, it's a different game. But bad
Absolutely.
coaching. Like I said, this game is going to come down to bad. Who coached worse?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I,
Who needs
I
to
still
lead?
think the ass kickers might pull it off. Coleman going up against the Jags. The Jags, I don't know. My Jags, I'm always root for my Jags, but they've been having some problems here lately. So maybe
To
they
go
have
out
a get right game.
3-0 is a big boost for any team, especially this team. Like you said, they're up and down, still trying to find out identity. The quarterback went off, but we know who's coming back. But to still know what's behind them and the GM intuitiveness to go get them is a plus, a feather in the hat, if you will. But this team is up and
Listen,
down, but they need this
listen,
3 and
they're
0.
not up and down. They got babies. And these they babies are showing up like babies do. That's the thing. Listen, everybody likes a young kid, this and that. Now I'm fine with that. Fine with you using the draft. Fine with you going out with the draft. Finding that guy, riding that guy. That's no problem. But what you have to remember is rookies need time sometimes. They babies, and if you can look at it, McConkey, Bowers had 20 last week. Now he's got 7, 8. Uh, we'll see what Coleman do, but they babies. They are babies. I mean, Mason didn't have a bad game, but Mason a baby. So that's what happens when you got babies on your team. You got a team full of young guys. This whole squad, this whole starting lineup, not a guy on there. I think the oldest person on it was Jacobs and Devontae Smith. And if Devontae Smith is in that concussion protocol for longer than a week, it's it's not looking pretty.
That's why this
But
game is important.
it is very important. But I mean, but like I said, I ain't killing it. Like I said, they babies. That's what I fear about a young team because you can't you shouldn't be dependent on young guys.
You said you had this team winning 3 games all year.
3 games. Had them coming out 1-2 out of division play. 1-2 out of this division, out of this first round of division play, and 1-2 out of the second round of division play, beating Sparks Buck. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get to that one. Matter
Mm.
of fact, let's move along. What's
So,
the next game on the
what
book?
do you still see that? Do you still prognosticate that?
I mean, if they win 3, if they get 3 right there, that that's it. Now, listen, coming out of division, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. They definitely need Love back. But even with Love coming back, we gonna see because this shit from Josh Jacobs today
Hmm.
can't have it
Now,
ever.
did you watch the game?
I didn't watch the game,
I did.
but it
I'll
doesn't
tell you.
matter. It can't happen.
It can't happen, but I will say this: it's a stupid ass offensive lineman that has averaged like 6 penalties a game, number 73. That every time Josh runs the ball, this motherfucker hands to the face, offsides, illegal shift, all kind of dumb at holdings, and
Look,
it fucks with it. But you are absolutely correct.
hey, come here. It can't happen. 6 points cannot have. He is the leader of these men on this team. It can't happen.
I'll give you that.
Ever. It can happen. Because when it happens, you're under 200. You playing Chuck.
Hmm.
That's your saving grace. Once you get out of division, go look at some of the scores out of division. Some of these boys balling.
Some of them not.
Some of them not, but some of them balling.
Some of them are named the Matrix. Some of them are named People's Champ, Black Republicans, the Bullyfoots, the Champs.
And that's the point. That's the point. Those supposed to be wins. And if those ain't wins,
It can't happen. You gonna make a choice?
you know what, I like I'm gonna go with Dash Kickers because I'm gonna be honest with you. I like points on the board.
Mm.
Projections are great, but I like to be in the lead. Now, if you come back and you take it, you take it. But I like to be in the lead. I like
I
the
like that.
points on the board because projections can go up and down
Mm.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because both of us have been up like 70 today
Let's
on
do
both
it.
sides. So
Let's get
we
to
move
this next
on
game. Let's get to this
to
next
we move on to Mr. 5 and 9 himself, Cheese the Don, going up against Lord Hate, aka Sparks, motherfucking Bucks.
game. All right,
We got want
that's
to
enough. Let me take
you
it.
want to take over? Either way,
Yeah,
I'm
I need to take over.
please.
You ready?
I was gonna do the numbers, but if you want, I was gonna take 30 seconds.
No, no, they don't need to do the numbers
Okay.
because the numbers that we see is CJ Stroud,
Hmm.
10.7, and that's the best numbers out of your starting line. This team is so fucking trash. It's one of the worst teams out there. Say Flowers, trash. Smith and Jigma, trash. Worthy, he's still playing right now. 5.4. Trash. Jonnu Smith. 4.2. Trash. Pollard. 6.35. Trash.
What the?
Trash. Trash. And he got 16 from Jair Alexander off of pick six.
Somebody was yelling at me the other day. You should have got Worthy. You're stupid. Should have got 5.4.
I did say you should probably draft Worthy after his week one. Uh, I was caught in a moment.
Mm,
But listen,
it
this
happened.
dude is trash. You know what he's competing for? I mean, he's still got Kurt and Brian Robinson Jr., but he's literally competing for the worst week of the year, not of the week of the year. Bomb, straight bomb.
Okay.
I don't even care what Cheese the Don did. You know why? Because he's not the story right now. The
Mhm.
story is Sparks Bucks and how bad this team is. I can't wait to hear what he hates. I hate that I can't score 160. I hate that I'm just trash. I don't know what's wrong with my team. I trash. Talking about he mad because he lost. But like you weren't gonna lose again and again and again and again. Man, this team is trash.
On the other
Anyway,
side, on the
yeah,
other
we talk
side,
about
Cheese the Don, Mr. 5 and 9 himself. Uh, Sanjay Perine, Olave. Originally, Olave wasn't looking like Olave, but he came through the second half, did his thing. Aaron Jones, 28, 29. We're gonna call it 29. Kamara, 17, back down to earth, but 17 from anybody is an amazing day. Your defensive end got 13. Up and down. Cheese the Don, outside of the fact that he took over a fourth place team, he still has made some moves. Some consider questionable. You got Jalen Hurts, which was a great not start, in my opinion. No, it wasn't because Derek Carr got you 8. I always go with Hurts. He served me well for years, ever since he was a rookie. Mosley was out. Conklin was on the bench. You left some points on the bench, but is this the best Cheese to Don? He's literally been averaging between 225 and 215. We're just gonna call it 220, 218. Sustainable?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're good.
So
It's
I
good.
don't need to say, but I do need it on record. You got Cheese to Don going 2-1 and Sparks Bucks going 1-2.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to talk about Cheese it down. I'm looking at this pathetic Sparks Bucks team. That is, like
I'm
you saw the
sorry.
safety that got him 3 points. McDuffie's playing now. He just got his first tackle, and we're in the fourth quarter. He just got his first tackle. D lineman,
Mhm.
linebacker was decent. Hutchinson is, I mean, his defense actually outplayed his pathetic offense.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, this guy.
Can we move to the south maybe?
Yeah, let's go. That guy's a bum. A bum. I don't even know why he would even think about showing his face in the chat room for a whole week because this is pathetic.
Oh man, the man is moving, man. Jeez, let's
Stroud
move to the south.
again.
We
Stroud was pathetic. He was pathetic today. You had a chance to get Patrick Mahomes. You wanted to pass up that
cookie.
chance because you wanted more. You want more cooking. I need more cooking. You gotta get my cookies, cookie.
Shit,
Look at you. Look at you. Look at boy
with those
27.
stupid ass.
I mean, this is pathetic. All right.
Chibo Burgers, 1-1. We move to the
Mm.
south. World Boss, 1-1. Projection on Chibo Burgers, 243. Currently sitting at points on the board, 224. We're just gonna call it 225. On the other side, 127. On the board, 204 projected. They have a 90% chance that Chibo Burgers win. Now, I will start with the top score for the boss, Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet had a projection at 18, came on and bust out for 30 points. One of the critical rookies that I went out there and did. And we all know how I did. And at the end of the day, me, Eden Crow. Charbonnet went out there and did his thing. That don't change the fact that he didn't do shit last year. But this year, I'm Eden Crow. We're going to move on to Justin Jefferson doing Justin Jefferson type things and the Chargers defense. Bijan currently sitting at 12 points. I'm going to say this. This is, and it's not being, I've been semi-critical. Bijan was he worth the number one pick? Yes. Has he been that dude, the second coming, like they thought Zeke was, or that he's not been there. He's been good. He's been good, but not the way that I think that they did or that they hyped him up to be. Shaheed shit the bed. Evans shit the bed. But it's 30 for Charbonnet. You can't get mad at that. You cannot get mad at that. Did leave everything on the bench. Wilson left on the bench. Watson is dead. I don't know why you still got him on your team. Drop him. QJ. I must address QJ. 13 points is 13 points. 2 receptions, 44 yards, and a touchdown. I have been very critical of QJ. Am I ready to go ahead and eat the crow on QJ? Not yet, because he's had I count them, 2 great games. I'm saying that one great game and one good game. This was a good game, but 2 receptions is 2 receptions. And one of those 2 happened to be a touchdown. It's still a toss up between who's the number one, but this is a run first offense. So whoever becomes the number one is going to get those targets, is going to get those things. But QJ on the rise, my nigga. It doesn't change what he did last year, but on the rise, my nigga. And I will give you that. And I will give you your flowers, my dude. And I'm going to move over to the other side, Chibo Burgers. Putting his foot in your ass. You went out there, fuck with that man all off season, all draft time, all week 1 and 2. One hit one of this, talk that shit that, blah, 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 this, and this, that, another. You poked the bear. So he went ahead and he buried your motherfucking ass. So he went out there, he projected to hit 243, Drake London 10. Derek, I watched the motherfucking play from Derrick Henry today. When I say it was probably the most brutal stiff arm I've seen in probably the last 8 years. I mean, it was a brutal stiff arm, but Derrick Henry off of 34. Breece Hall, amazing. Lamar Jackson, 30. Rashee Rice? Nigga, 32. 12 receptions, 110 yards, and receiving touchdown, and the nigga still playing. That Raiders defense, I remember when I got rid of them. I don't know how you ended up with them. Don't do that to yourself. I do defense. I ain't done. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this out. I'm gonna go ahead and round it out. You left Deontay on the bench. Roschon Johnson is trash. Actually, the whole Chicago offense is trash. But you go on to win this. You go out of Division 2-1, and World Boss, you go out 1-2 and get prepared for your battle against the People's Champ. That's why I'm calling it.
He's done.
Sam.
You feel real proud of yourself. You feel like you did something.
It's not about pride. I'm giving niggas the flowers. I'm owning my things, dude. I ate my crow. I ate mine,
nigga. Anyway.
But before you go, I still ain't got my questions answered, nigga. I still ain't got my questions answered. You mean to tell me that you drafted a bunch of people just to sit on them for a year, but it was other people that went out there and boom, they had instant impact, but you drafted all the world just to sit on for a year. And then secondly, you 1 and 2, finna be 1. I mean 1 and 2. And somebody else is gonna be 2-1 or 3-0, either or, and you got a 3.2 point advantage. So either your vets is as shitty as another nigga rookies, or those rookies are as good as your other vets, because it's all a team sport, nigga. It's a team sport, nigga. And I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm out. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
That's the dumbest analogy I've ever heard. Okay. So now you don't want to talk because you know that's stupid. That's a dumb analogy. My rookie's good as your vest, or your vest is bad as my rookie. That's the dumbest analogy you could ever make.
Depending on who you ask. But I said I wasn't going to say shit. I'm sorry.
No. I want us to have a conversation, back and forth, because I want to. Do you not see how stupid you sound?
No.
Why not?
Because
do you give your rookies credit for your week 1 and week 2 wins? Did they carry your team? They carry your team?
Nobody carried my team. We are a team.
Oh yes, your team got carried week 1.
So who carried it? Was it Love? Was it Reed? Or was it Jacobs?
Love, Reed, and Jacobs carried your team week 1.
Week 1. Who carried them week 2? Who carried them week 2?
Week 2, you scored like what,
215?
Was it 215?
I got it right here. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you exactly what it was. Week 2.
I know it wasn't out.
Week 2 was.
Got 20 from Bowers.
212. I got 20 from Bowers. I got 22 from Smith, and Mason got 20.
Okay. So what your rookies do? Go ahead. Tell me what your rookies did. The other 2.
All right.
Look at you. It's killing you to have to say what they did. But you brung us here.
Pope did shit. Vidal did shit. 0 point. Coleman has nowhere to go but up 0.15. One target.
You know what's funny?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking what your rookies did, and you just saying shit because you don't want to actually safe.
I'm looking for it, brother.
You found the other two. You found the guys that did great. You found them quick. Oh,
Dude,
that guy did 22. This guy did
I'm finna pull
22.
it up, sir.
Here's my point. Your rookies ain't carrying you, so you giving them credit for a
Week
win.
one. Week
You know,
one.
I
Keon
don't care.
Coleman. No, we said week 2, right? Week 2?
Yeah.
Week 2. I'm sorry. I just wanted to I'm giving you what you asked for. Week 2, Keon Coleman, 0.5. Reed, 7.3, but he's not a rookie, but that was single digits. Lab McConkey got me 5. That
So you
was
really
it.
want to put your vets up
And
against
on the
them.
bench, they was let's see, Vidal was
Here's my point. You really want to throw your rookies up against this vet as if that question that you said, either my rookies as good as your vets or your vets as bad as my rookie. Do
oh,
you
we gonna
really
just say, can we just say team then? Is your team
not say that? That's not what you said. You
I'm
trying to
saying that.
change
I'm
it
changing
now.
that. I'm going on air. Hey, listen, bring it in. I'm saying when it's not. We're not gonna go rookie for vet, this, that, and the other. Team for team. Is my team just as good as your team, or is your team just as bad as my team? So I've changed it, but what you said was right. It was stupid. That make you feel better. The question I asked was stupid. That make you feel better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Now, is
it's
my
true.
team as good as your team, or is your team as good as bad as mine?
Well, we got an
But you
extra
stay
week.
talking for niggas.
No, we got an extra week now because if we went off through week 1 and week 2, if we go through the bragging rights, he was 21-9. You was 17-13.
Mm-hmm.
Who's better?
That week he was.
No, that week. It's that season.
That season he was. He was. He was.
Through 2 weeks, he was better, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll see how it shape out after week 3.
Yes.
But it looked like y'all actually scoring around the same amount of points.
That's my point.
Which means he's still gonna be better.
Hey. But we all play for the wins, right?
You see, look at you sound like Brian. Let's go to the stat that supports me, not the stat that I created. You created bragging rights, and when bragging rights don't serve you like you needed to, you like, hey, I'm 3-0.
I ain't said
That's
can both be true.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, you be giving Brian a hard time, but when the chips is down, you and Brian is the
I
same
ain't doing the Brian
Y'all the same dude. When the chips is down, Brian will only focus on that one stat to
But
make you
Brian
bow
will
down.
never admit when he's wrong.
Wow.
He will never answer the question. Do I admit when I'm wrong?
We'll see.
Do I admit when I'm wrong?
Yeah, sometimes. But you a
How
dance.
often does Brian admit he's wrong?
You will TikTok dance until you can get what you want.
Wow.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on. As far as Chibo, let's give Chibo Burger his flowers because had he lost this game, we gave Chibo Burger a hard time. So he comes out of division 2-1. He's got a chance. He's still got a shot to be the second best team based off projections. Rasheed Rice. Rasheed Rice is this team's
supposed
to me MVP right now. Mm-hmm. To me, this is team's MVP because Rasheed Rice has just been different. I didn't expect him to be good, but where he's now, he's getting into elite. He's stepping into elite. On the other side, Mike Evans. Listen, Mike Evans do this every year. He'll go off for 3, 4, 5 games within the season and have these games where you like, where the fuck is Mike Evans? But then he'll come back and then he'll have some monster games, get his 1,000 yards for the season, and everything. Everybody be like, okay, it was fine. But this is what Mike Evans been doing this since
he got
the team.
You know what Mike Evans reminds me of? And that analogy, the way you described it, he that motherfucker that's there banging it out, keeping it going, and then one day he just stay out for like 3 nights. Then you just at the house, Just you
Hello,
know, and then he come back to the door knocking, and then he come back and knock that shit out, and he back at the house again. But you can't forget them 3 nights he was gone. That's the way Mike Evans is to me. And this was a night that he was gone for 3 days.
And so we go to World Boss. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about World Boss. It's 2 games
Mhm.
in the low 200s when his projection's been in the high 230s.
240. It was 244 on Sunday. I remember
230s,
he said,
240. So he
Ira,
is
did you
not
see my projection? I keep telling y'all, projections don't win games.
he's not
He's
he's
not
not
hitting.
reaching those projections, and he'll come out Division 1 and 2. This next game is big for him because again, ugh, I want to say he could lose this next game and still, because he's got Said and Wilson back to back. Neither one of them are 200 plus teams, so he could go 1-3, win his next 2, and be 3-3 when he goes into that big game against
That's
Ash.
week 7.
So, but losing to Brandon
Mm.
shake his confidence, and he could say, "I need more,"
Tuck tail and run.
and tank because Mike Evans and Shaheed ain't consistent enough. So
Mm.
we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. This is gonna be a big week. You never know the psyche of how a win or a loss does to a team, but we on shaky ground right now. This is this one right here because listen, what we know about World Boss is he's kind of got the mentality either you if you ain't first, you last. And if you're gonna be last,
You might as
might
well.
as well get something for it. That's his mentality. So if he don't come out and perform next week, he might be looking like, hey, I can't compete with the guys that I need to compete with. I need to do what I gotta do.
So you say he takes the bitch way out. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
It's a strategy. It's a strategy. Whether you like the strategy or not, it's strategy. You
Murder
might
could be
not
a
like the
strategy.
strategy, huh?
Murder could be a strategy.
And then you're a murder boy. You
You
glorify
expect
him all the time.
you'll be, but now do you understand how fucked up and how much shit he'll take for tanking for a third time? This is where it
Don't
goes.
matter
No, let
strategy.
me finish. This is where it goes back to one, you tanked, and then you
Okay.
tank to get better. You tank to get better, and then you
Yeah.
put yourself in a position where you draft motherfuckers that you got to sit on for a year just to end up tanking again.
That
And
ain't the
then
same.
and then you tanked again,
Not
and
not.
then you end up possibly. I
I
told
know
you
you.
the under on him is 6 weeks. And I
Okay, that's fine. But the guys he tanked for is the guys he won. You talking about the other guys? He made trades for those guys. He didn't tank for those guys. He made trades for those guys. He tanked for 2 guys, Bijan and Jane Daniels. Those are the guys he wanted. So you trying to make this analogy that he tanked and then he sat on guys. That's not true. He made trades for those guys, like anybody else who made trades in the league. He tanked and got 2 guys. Listen, the tanking strategy ain't foolproof, and all you get is one person for the tank strategy. Again, he's not hurting anybody by tanking. Y'all be trying to act like listen, and then when you do tank, of course you take the ridicule. That's part of it. It's all part. It's all part of it. So
he had
yeah,
a bull without the horns.
yeah. So, I mean, it ain't like it ain't. Y'all act like tanking is easy. It's not. It's
It's
not
not.
easy, and you take a beating for doing it. But it's a strategy. It's a strategy nonetheless. Because if not, you end up like
Don't do it. Don't.
I ain't gonna even use one of your. I'm gonna use one of my guys. You end up like Wilson with the 5th pick, and then you go out and you hoping, and he picked Benson, and Benson has been the worst out of them picks. in this draft so far. I mean,
Wilson is the worst drafter in the modern AAFL.
hmm.
He is the worst drafter. You
All right,
going back to years, especially when we went dynasty, he's the worst drafter. But you're
let's
right.
get to this last game.
Hmm?
Let's get to this last game.
All right, so Chibo Burgers, he put his foot in the world bitch's ass and stop fucking with people, dog. That man don't fuck with nobody. Chibo don't fuck with nobody, and he showed your motherfucking ass why you shouldn't fuck with him. Moving on. This is the rivalry of the South, and it could be the rivalry of all rivalries, and it rivals the rivalry between the ass kickers and the world boss. And I think the world boss and the people's champ might be starting to rival that. But this rivalry right here is the rivalry of rivalries. Since he came into the league, the U City Lions, Brian, you're
Hmm.
currently 0-2. You are currently projected to hit your third under 200 game. Sam Darnold went off. Najee Harris got 5 points more than what we thought he probably ever would. And Tolbert, you have a couple of guys that you put and you picked in. And the way free agencies and the benches are set up, you got a gem in listening to Roy from the Rankins crew and going out there and getting Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker was coveted by the ass kickers and didn't have a bench slot. And I'm going back real quick to the ass kickers. Sorry, UC line for kicking on your shit. The ass kickers is
Mm.
he's trimming
I did
fat.
not know Trey Tucker.
So to
I
go
know Trey
on,
Tucker went for 24.
yeah, Trey Tucker went for 24. You told everybody to pick him up. I
I
believe
did. I wrote that right in the room. I told everybody I was gonna wait till this week to pick him up because I had a
I
slot, but
wasn't.
I
I
told
just
everybody to pick him up.
had to wait for everybody to go out, and by the time everybody went out, Brian had just picked him up. Probably
Let
5.
this be a lesson to you. I'm gonna cut this up. Let
Please.
this be a lesson.
Mhm.
When I tell y'all to pick up somebody, I'm not trying to mind fuck you. I'm trying to help you.
Mm. Now,
I'm
sometimes
trying
you be
to
trying to mind
help
fuck.
y'all. I mean, no, and I'll be saying, hey, I like this guy. Go pick him up. There's something there. I said, hey, I actually said I thought it was going to be a blowout the other way for the Raiders, and he's going to
Uh-huh.
get some points, but he still got his points. You know what I'm saying? And
That was an
I
excellent
figured,
thing.
I thought Brian, when he picked him up, he was going for the Hail Mary, and he's going to start him.
I thought he was too.
But he
That's
went
the
with
thing.
Tober. Tober didn't do bad. He would have got 10 extra points. He still lost. He's got 10 extra
Yeah,
points.
he got he lost bad. But I will say this: you paid $100 for Lazard and have yet to start him. You went and got out there Trey Tucker. I thought you was gonna go for the Hail Mary too and start him. And I ain't gonna stop. You still got Isaiah Simmons on your fucking bench, you fucking idiot. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. But overall, you're going to go out division 0-3. Now, does Trey Tucker strike lightning twice? Minshew is trash, and you still got Bark Bowers to contend with. You still got Austin Eckler going. You're still going to hit under two. Travis Kelsey is dead, and he's still playing. He got 7 points. Dead. Your whole squad is dead. Everything about you is dead. Everything you've done, dead. Why? Because you a lousy motherfucker. You a cheating son of a bitch. And this is karma for your monkey ass. On the other side, Team Commish, the number one team in all the land, projected to hit 242. Not team of the week, was very close to team of the week last week. Saquon Barkley, 40 points. Green Bay defense, 8 sacks. I watched that whole game. St. Brown doing St. Brown things at 23. This team is the team to beat. And that team, every dog got his day, and good dogs have too. You had the ass kickers winning no more than 3. I got Team Commission losing at least 2. So this ain't the game, though. This ain't that game. Lions, you go out into the world 0-3 with that soft ass squad. I hope you get better coaching, my nigga. You
Oh, ah. I see Sam Darnold had 24.
The Lions are dead.
Oh, I want to be respectful to the Lions, but
Fuck them, nigga. I'm sorry.
I want to be respectful to the Lions, but man. Man, this is an old ass team right here. I mean, I be losing my shit right now.
Oh shit.
This is so unprofessional. This is so unprofessional. This shit is like, like I ain't trying to laugh, but God damn, this shit is done. Because look at Connor. Like when I look at Connor with 3.5, I'm like, because they so old. And like, even if you go to somebody and be like, hey man, let me guess, they're gonna be like, come on, man.
Come on, man. You are unprofessional. You need to see somebody.
I mean, and even like as much as you like Devontae Adams, like you hoping he get traded, because if he don't, and he got to deal with Minshew, the Raiders, and then come in next year, he's 32 years old, and you like, man, I don't want that old ass motherfucking wide receiver. Hey, get the fuck out of my inbox. That's what you better do. What the fuck is wrong with you? Trying to say, hey man, I got this wide receiver that's 32 years old. In 2020, he was a beast.
It was that nigga that he tried to sell back in the day. It was like he had 8 touchdowns. Oh,
I forgot his name. He was with a Ravens running back.
Oh man.
Damn, Brian.
You are so unprofessional, my guy.
That offense is bad. I mean, Kelsey, I've been telling you for years. Look, I've been wrong. I've been wrong since Kelsey was 31. I've been saying Kelsey, and I was wrong. And I was wrong.
Until
like 4-5 years straight of being wrong on telling you to sell Kelsey. But you know what? It was worth it because look at it now. Because you proved me wrong 4 times. You proved me wrong 4 times, but now this motherfucker's dying on your route. Because he's not playing next year. Everybody knows that's it. So when you release him, he won't get picked up because he'll be done. You could just say, hey, you won me a championship in 2021 and go with it, but you is not getting paid off that player. You ain't gonna get paid off Connor.
Eckler.
You ain't gonna get paid off Eckler. Najee going to a new team. You maybe he restores some value on a new team, but period. You knew as soon as you put Pierce in your starting lineup.
I knew we
that motherfucker Pierce. I know that's what you're saying. This mother. I'm sorry, Brian. We shouldn't spend this much time on you right now. That's what I'm saying. This is some unprofessional shit right here, and we still talking about this fucked up start line. There's some other fucked up start lineups in this league, and we ain't talking shit. We ain't said nothing about them, but we spending a whole fucking
6 months ago. I say again, like I said before, 6 months ago, that nigga was here. Peasants. I don't talk to niggas that didn't make the playoffs. You one of the worst teams in the league 6 months ago, 6 weeks ago.
I want to say something about that too.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe shit talking is any type of karma to it. There is no karmic god of shit talk. This is what we do. We talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
But say somebody is the worst team in the league and then you come out and give me 3 straight games under 300. It's like, God damn, what kind of karma shit is that? And I don't believe it, but God damn, 3 straight games, Brian.
Mhm. And to turn
Look,
around and sell his number one pick because he knew it was gonna be high, and keep his cousin pick who he fucked out of, and who picked look a little bit. Matter of fact, I want to quote the Gronk quote. It appears as if I'm gonna have number one, you City Lions, and his pick because he's shit in the bed too. So your pick was more valuable with your dumb ass.
mm. All right, Brian, I'm done. I ain't got to say, man. I mean, it's a good, good beating that, we trying to get our revenge from the playoffs game. But
Mm. Whew. Anyway, team commission's running away with it. Patrick Mahomes with his dub. I don't think he's ever really does other than dub. Barkley with 40. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Arcane, but the rest of these motherfuckers is single digits.
yeah,
Carson
it was.
Carson Steele was a steal. The ass kickers like Carson Steele. Again, when you're trying to keep people that you think gonna go, you want to take a flyer on somebody. Carson Steele is that nigga. He's filling in 72 yards, 10 points, no touchdowns yet, but 72 yards on the ground. That's big money for the white guy coming out the backfield. Uh, damn, they left Bo Nix on the bench. Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah,
This team is the team to beat, and I still got them hitting 2 games. But the roads to the Super Bowl are going through team commission.
Let's see. I mean, yeah, Barkley came through for us today. Amon St. Brown. This is just a personal thing that I did. I put CeeDee Lamb in the wide receiver spot, and that is usually reserved for my wide receiver one. CeeDee Lamb, I let him have it, but he didn't perform. I'm gonna move him where I have Amon-Ra St. Brown and put Amon-Ra. He's really the team's wide receiver one. I'm gonna put him back in his spot. Hopefully, CeeDee Lamb goes off next week, but from here on out, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He is this team's wide receiver one. Even though CeeDee Lamb is a really, really good player, but we was like, welcome to the team. Hold that wide receiver one spot, but he did not do it, making that trade look real bad too. But it's all good.
Team commission has Black Republicans next week. The U City
Mm,
Lions have your New York City Matrix.
mm.
The
Gotta
overall,
watch that.
I honestly just based on bullshit, I got the Matrix winning next week already. Um, but yeah, the Matrix is going against the Lions next week. I can't wait to hear your breakdown on that shit. Yeah, yeah. I'll see your ass Thursday. So
I
you
got,
Hmm?
I got, I'm sorry. I got the,
that's for
Black
Thursday.
Republic.
We
Yeah,
go
I got the
we
Black
go through this.
Republicans.
We'll talk about that on Thursday.
The Black
We're gonna talk about that.
Republicans.
Listen, y'all.
The
We got
Black
next Thursday. We're gonna
Republicans
see y'all
take
on
down.
Thursday because at the end of the day, this has been the Monday morning quarterback. Hey, shout out from my people to yours. Hey, Roy for the Rankers crew, take them out.
I ain't even gonna do my signature thing today. My signature, but I will say we'll see y'all when we see y'all.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm in this like this, Brian. You trash, and we out this motherfucker.